Let me ask you something. How many liquor stores are in a 5-mile radius of your home? Better question, how many liquor stores do you pass coming home from work? What's up, everybody? My name is Wes. I am the Creative Raven, and I am an alcoholic.
Hey, Wes.
Really, guys? It's been a week. I became sober in 2016. I remember the moment that I got out, I was on sensory overload. The sky's blue. Everything was just so magnificent. I couldn't remember the last time that I saw the world in such clarity. I was overstimulated by everything, but just so excited to be out and start this new life. But as we're driving along, I started to notice something almost immediately. Granted, from the detox facility, it was about a 2-hour drive home. I just started noticing billboard after billboard after billboard of Bud Light, Corona, Miller Lite, Crown Royal, every possible alcoholic beverage that you could imagine. Has this always been a thing? I know that there's advertisement, but shit, that's a lot. Wow, literally, I just got out and this is what I see. Well, 2-hour drive, I have to pee because I have the smallest bladder of anybody on this planet, and I'm also craving a Dr. Pepper. We stop at this little gas station. Before I even go in, what do I see? Neon lights, flashing, Budweiser, Yingling, Heineken. I have the choice. Do I go in or do I just wait? I think we were like 30 minutes from home, but I had to pee. I go in, I do my business. I understand that the QTs have a different layout than the racetracks have a different layout than the shells, and the shells have a different layout than the chevrons, and I was the lucky person to pick the one gas station that had the Dr. Pepper sitting right next to the Yingling. One of my great beers of choice, by the way. And it's like, I just want both of them. They look so delicious and tasty. And then it hits me. This shit is everywhere. Like, everywhere. I got the Dr. Pepper, by the way. Just saying. Now, like any normal person, I go grocery shopping on a weekly basis. I gotta eat. But why do they have to put beer specials right at the entrance? Right when you walk in, there's a cooler full of singles half off. Now, a lot of times you see this during like the holidays, 4th of July themed cans, Super Bowl, college, it might have the team on the can, Roll Tide. I can put all of that past me. So I'm craving pizza. So I'm standing there and I'm looking at the DiGiorno, making a side eye at the Red Baron, kind of frowning at the Tombstone. I'm hearing something. I'm hearing this whispering behind me. Wes. And behind me, on the same aisle as the pizza, is the beer and wine. Because what goes better with pizza than beer? Pies and pints. All I wanted was some pizza. I didn't want to be taunted by the Heineken and the Budweiser and the Coors and the Yingling and everything else that they had that looked yummy. And I get it. Like, I really do understand why it's there. Everything is placed strategically so we, the consumer, can spend more money in a grocery store. I understand that. It's the same ordeal with end caps and drive aisles. It's like, oh, we have a special on booze, so we're gonna place this drive aisle here, we're gonna place this end cap here, that way they walk by it and they spend more money. Because we love taking the consumer's money. I get it. But why do you have to have a whole extra bin full of ice and beer next to the Little Debbie cakes and the bread? All I want is some whole wheat bread to make myself feel healthier and at the same time buy a Swiss roll, oatmeal cream pie, or a cosmic brownie. No matter where I go, it's in front of me. It's no surprise that beer corporations have a huge advertising campaign during the Super Bowl or any sporting event. Why do they have to make those commercials look so tasteful? Cinematography. You can see it dripping off the side of the bottle, and it's just so mesmerizing and tasty, and it just makes me want it more. But the problem is, all I want to do is watch some football. But I'm constantly, even on the TV, every other commercial is just alcohol. I thought I would get sick of all the political ad campaigns. On the flip side, I'd rather have that than every other commercial look like a delicious bottle of alcohol that I want to climb into. So back to my original question. Did you figure out how many liquor stores are in the 5-mile radius of your house? How many liquor stores that you pass by to and from work? When I first got sober, pretty low income community. In a 5-mile stretch, east, west, north, and south, there was probably a total of 20 that I counted. And that's typically where you'll find most of them, is in low income communities. I think that's a problem. Now, I don't want to get into socioeconomics and statistics of whether people with low income have a higher rate of alcoholism than people with higher incomes. I don't want to get into all that. All I'm saying with that is the same people that might not be able to actually afford treatment, because getting sober through medical detox is not cheap. And a lot of times insurance will not cover it. People that do have a problem that can't afford medical help are just kind of stuck in this rotten cycle that they have to see every day. And I think that's really messed up, and it's sad, and it's heartbreaking. The point of this whole video is we really can't judge a book by its cover. First, we need to stop judging people for being alcoholics, because it's so easy to become one. As I said in my last video, it sneaks up on you. But we also need to stop judging people for relapsing. People already deal with their own issues. Maybe they have a horrible 9-to-5 job. Maybe their relationship with their spouse or partner is on the rocks. Maybe it's not in the best shape. Maybe they're going through divorce. Maybe they have medical bills out of the wazoo. Maybe their children have health problems and they're worried about that. It's so easy to get trapped in devices. It's so easy to become the victim of substance abuse. When you have to drive by those liquor stores every day, possibly for the rest of your life, when you have billboards flashing, neon lights, you can't walk into a gas station without being surrounded by it. You can't walk down a pizza aisle, bread aisle, into any grocery store without it just being there and calling your name constantly. It's no wonder people relapse. It's no wonder people can't commit as easily as you think that they should. I did relapse, probably about 5 or 6 months after I initially got sober. Just going to the gas station to buy cigarettes and having to see it every day. The grocery store every day. The billboards every day. I regret it. I eventually saw the light again. Do I count it? Yes and no. Everybody is going to do it differently. For me, because I didn't relapse for several years, just a few months, I put it in my sober journey. It's in my journey of my 5 years. If it had it last for a year, 2 years of relapsing, I'd probably reset it like a lot of people do. It's just reset. It's a reset. That's when my second sobriety started. I don't really talk about my relapsing much. I might make another video on that. We've got to start being there for one another. We have to start being honest with people and showing empathy, because you have no idea what they might be going through. It may not be substance abuse, but it sure as hell might be. Love each other. Show some heart. It might be when they really need it. Programs like Alcoholics Anonymous exist for a reason. You have to open yourself up to trying. Now, if you are the spouse or a partner with someone who has an alcohol problem, or the mother, father, brother, sister, friend, support them. Even something as simple as just saying, hey, I'll go with you. There are open meetings out there where you're allowed to go. They're not as frequent. Just having someone in the room that they know sitting next to them, even if you both don't speak, it's okay. You're giving it a shot. That's all that really matters. The temptation is everywhere. We live in a society where pharmaceutical companies, the tobacco industry, the alcohol corporations, whatever you may call them, really do run this country. If and when that ever changes, it's not going to be overnight, so we have to get used to it. We have to stay strong and realize that there's always tomorrow. It's always one day at a time. But you've got this. You're sure as hell not alone. So please, fight. If you or somebody else you know is struggling from addiction, please reach out. Also, if you have any questions for me, comment, and I'll answer them in my next few videos. Let's just help each other. This is really good for me to talk about this out loud to you. I hope it helps you. I really, really do. I really hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon. Like and subscribe. Bye. I'm an emotional platypus.